Hey guys, I just wanted to give a tip on each world event that'll make your life a little easier while playing Sea of Thieves, especially while solo. Some of these are actually pretty helpful, especially our final tip for Fort of Fortunes. If you guys enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, you know the jazz. Go check out my Twitch. Link is in the description where I'm live wherever I can be. Join our growing community on Discord, yada yada. You know the spiel. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video, guys. Alright, starting with skeleton ships / fleets. Firebombing the top deck of a skeleton ship is an amazing way to keep skeletons off their cannons and to burn their captain. If you didn't know, when the skeleton captain dies on a skeleton ship that is unable to steer in the same way as if they got helm-balled, so they go in pretty much a straight line until the captain respawns and are pretty sporadic, crashing into things more often. Anyway, so skeletons are completely unable to bucket, so they'll always slowly burn when their decks are on fire. Eventually the fire will burn itself out, but the best thing to do to combat this is to just shoot another round of firebombs. Alright, next, before you rush to the Ashen Winds event that just popped up in your server, make a quick visit to any treasury on the map. In the room before the main arena area, there will be 4 to 10 tridents. You're able to put these in the mermaid and send them to the surface to collect them with your boats. Due to the tridents' higher damage output to non-player enemies, this makes them amazing versus PvE or player versus environment, versus like skeletons, skeleton bosses. For any forts, having tridents are very helpful, but it's going to take only about 4 full tridents to defeat the Ashen Lord, and it allows you to put your boat out of harm's way while dealing cannonball-like damage to the boss at close range. Obviously, for this one, having more than one person would make it a lot easier, but this is a very doable way to solo an Ashen Winds. Alright, RIP to Flameheart for not getting a tip because he's not in the game anymore. Moment of silence. And we're done. Alright, regular forts. If you have to do them, in my opinion, the fastest way to complete the forts is to use 1 keg per wave if they're spawning in a centralized area. Example, if they spawn in the same area every time, like in the middle of the fort arena, as long as you wait for all the skeletons to have spawned and they are clumped, it is a super easy way to take out the entire wave all at the same time. Now, sometimes they don't spawn in the same area every time, but if you can train them or get them to follow you into a clump and setting off a keg, it is a super quick way to do it solo, and even if there's other people with you, it is usually faster than clearing the wave by hand. Alright, now for Fort of the Damned, though not a world event and is technically player activated, I put it on this list because I figured it might be helpful. As you know, you need all 6 Flames of Fate and a Ritual Skull to activate it. However, before you go out and search the seas for any needed ways to die, you should head to the fort to see if they are already in the lanterns there. Every new server starts with all the flames, so long as no one has done it before you and completed it. So before you run across the map looking for the correct colors, head to the fort, check, and then go buy your Ritual Skull, or buy it before, you know? Who am I to tell you what to do? Alright, the last and final tip on this list, the one we've been waiting for, the tip for Fort of Fortunes. Don't do it.